for my Facebook homies and my Instagram homies. This is gonna be a trip, okay? Happy Sunday, first of all, and thank you so much for joining me. Drop a sunflower if you're blessed. So glad that you guys are here with me this Sunday. I want to get into a little bit of Ready to Love, and I also want to talk about my Macy's commercial, honey. Okay, we want to start the week with some good news, right? So I always like to start with the quotes, and this is my little jar that I collect my little tea quotes in. So tonight's quote is, what belongs to you shall come to you. Okay, so continue the week with that note, all right, with that quote. Does anybody have any good news? Oh, thank you. Thanks, boo. I got a compliment on my brows, honey. I don't have any, so I have to draw them. Well, that's my good news. I got compliments on my brows. My brows here. Drop a sunflower if you're blessed. Anybody have any good news for me? That you guys want to share? Well, I'll share my brother's good news. He's engaged. I'm excited. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Randall. I'm gonna try to wave at you guys. I'm still like an old lady on this live scene, okay? So I want to first just hi to all my new followers. Like, you guys are, coming in, showing me so much love and support and encouragement, and I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, are we gonna make cakes? Yeah, let's talk about the cakes. DM me, boo. If y'all didn't know, I bake. She bakes too. Hey, Jamala. So hey, Cynthia. Hey, baby. So let's get into it. Before I tap into episode 5, which is where the drama gets thick, and I know y'all sick of seeing me cry. I'm sick of seeing me cry too, y'all. Okay, I'm a naturally bubbly person, so it's hard. It's tough, but this is real, right? So anyways, I want to offer some clarity. It's up for you. Take what you need. When it comes to my story, I am a domestic violence survivor. This is not the first time that I've shared my story. I have been in Vogue Italia, honey. Okay? So I'm quite comfortable with sharing my story. And as far as the ladies' lounge, I shared more than what was edited, but I'm not going to blame editing for the god-awful behavior, okay? I'm just not going to do it. Okay, babe, I'll see you when you get back. So, a lot was edited, but I want you guys to know I did share that I am a domestic violence survivor. With that, I also shared that it is something that I'm still healing from. I'm very open about that. You can, do whatever scrolling you want to do on my Facebook or IG. I am very, very open with that. I have my sisters, and we're on this healing journey together. So with that being said, I just assumed it'd be something that I shared. It wouldn't be dragged. Like, we're on a dating show. We're here to get to know guys, right? And where I'm from, when you don't like somebody, the last thing you do is talk about them. You stay away from them, right? Wrong. The young lady, because we're going to be respectful tonight. The young lady that I'm having issues with, hey, cuz, the young lady I'm having issues with, this wasn't our first rodeo. Since day one, we clashed, which is why you always see me, what it seems to be, running away from her. I'm trying to keep my peace. I'm trying to keep it cute. Please know, y'all, I can read for filth. I have it in me, okay? But the woman that you see on TV, I'm proud of her. I've been working on her, okay? I've been working on her for 3 years now. So I'm proud of her, and walking away is one of the best things that you can do when you're faced with stuff like this, because if you're emotional, it's gonna get messy, whether you want to admit it or not. I only read, child, when I don't care, because I don't want to go home with all that bottles up. And what you put out into this world is how is what you get back. So I was very intentional about how I handled the situation, and I just tried to stay away from her. From day one, it was my hair, it was my makeup, it was, my shoes, it was the flower in my hair. When it got to this, my trauma being dragged all around town, that was a cherry on top. I had heard gossip about it being talked about behind my back on group dates. How tacky, right? But it wasn't done in my face. And I'm gonna be honest. Hey, baby, I'm gonna be honest. I was just getting to know all these people, male and female. So you don't really know who to trust. So when someone tells me something's being said behind my back, which the message was delivered from the guys, I took it with a grain of salt. I put it on the shelf because it wasn't done. It wasn't done in my face. So I chose to, put it in my memory bank, but not address it because I wasn't there. Now, when you start doing things in my face that are irritating me, now we're going to have to deal with you. I know when someone is, hello. I know when someone is gaslighting. Now, for all my survivors out there, you know what gaslighting is. And basically, gaslighting is when someone pokes the bear, like constantly will do little things to irritate you and cause you to like blow up and then back up and say, why is she so angry? Why is she so upset? Why is she so emotional? They refuse to take accountability for their actions because obviously talking about my flower and which I'm Moana now. First it was the flower child, flower girl, now Moana. Anyway, I'll talk about the flower one of these days, but I was torn apart about my physical look. And then it was like, okay, now that wasn't working. So this woman chose to use my trauma to irritate me. And it did. I'm not going to lie. It got the best of me. I left set that day. I'm actually not going to be mad at production for their editing. I'm going to thank production for the editing because I had a full-blown panic attack on set in the middle of my conversation with Tommy. And for any of you guys who know what a panic attack is, it usually takes you about a week or two to recover and to get back right. And I did that within about 45 minutes. So like I said, I'm proud of that woman that I see on TV. So, people are like, why didn't Tommy call her out? My point in saying something wasn't to get anybody called out. I just wanted it to stop. First of all, you can't go around and gossip by yourself. I felt like there were most likely other people involved. Again, I wasn't there. I just wanted it to come to an end. Let's focus on why we're here. We don't like each other. That's cool. Again, I'm from Brooklyn, honey. We don't like somebody, we stay away from them and we keep their names out of our mouths. Like, that's what we do. That's what we're doing tonight. You won't catch me using that person's name anymore. They can't afford it. So anyways, I really, my goal in talking to Tommy was to get it to stop and get the focus back on the game or, the competition. And speaking of competition, I model for a living. I am around beautiful, gorgeous women, and we are competing for a bag. We talking commas. And these women don't behave like this. We're talking about a competition for a man, honey. And although I love, y'all, shout out to all the guys, okay, in this cast, all right? Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. The men in this cast, look, say what you want. I love them, okay? I can't even, say how crazy it was to me. Again, it's a competition for men. I compete with women almost every day over thousands of dollars. And they know my story as well, because you start to see the same, faces over and over again when you go from audition to audition. And the women that I compete with on a daily basis, they don't behave like this, okay? And the bag is way bigger. I'm gonna just say that. So I was very blindsided by this behavior. So I'm trying to stay on topic, you guys. I don't want to, do-si-do. I'm just trying to offer some clarity, on the entire thing. I did not feel that this person was worthy of me confronting her because you did it. I saw you do it and you keep doing it. again, it's like that whole narcissistic behavior. Like, I'm going to push your buttons and I'm going to irritate you. And then I'm going to back up and I'm going to pretend like I don't even know why I don't know why you're so upset. But let me explain something to you guys. What's for you is for you. What's for you has your name on it. That woman irritated me so much that I left set that day. But I'm going to tell you, 2 weeks after that day, Macy's called. Okay? Macy's called. Not only did Macy's call, they decided to air that same commercial that I shot during this last episode. So I ain't have to flex. God flexed for me. So once again, you guys, like, I'm not gonna come after somebody that came for me. Nah, let God deal with that. He's so much better at it. When it comes to vengeance, God is so, if you agree, give me a sunflower, okay? Like, you can sit and you can, try to conjure up a way to get back at somebody. Nah, baby. Focus on the positives, okay? And how you gonna move forward. Ignore it, heal from it, whatever you need to do. God gonna handle them, okay? Karma is always right on time. So, look, my blessing had my name on it, and not even the ugliest behavior blocked me from it. I have never, I've been on TV before. I have been on commercials before. I have never in my entire career, which is over 10 years, I've never been on national television before and had my commercial interrupt the show that I'm on, like, crazy, right? How could I be in a state of depression right now? And I think that's what everybody's issue is that I'm supposed to crawl under a rock because of my past. No, bump that. Okay, I'm here and I'm going to be loud with my mouth, my hair, my outfits, my flower, all that. I am grateful. I'm excited. I'm blessed. And that is what I'm going to focus on. And that is what I'm going to make these Sundays about. And
hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come and touch on Ready to Love. So Shakyra is saying, I think we see it in a preview for next week, that she spoke to Nephew Tommy about one of the ladies going back and repeating what she said in a women's lounge meeting. And she's saying that person went back to the men. Now, I'm assuming she's talking about Kaidan. I can't really tell. I think we'll find out this week for sure. Kaidan also posted today that she wished she would have watched the show prior to doing it. She thought the show was about love, about putting couples together. She didn't know that they were going to create all this drama among women. And she's saying a lot of it is edited. Now, every season, someone will say that things are not the way they seem. And I tend to believe it. I do think that, the producers or whomever, they are making things the way they want them to look, and the conversations look and sound the way they want them to sound, to an extent, because you have to still give them whatever it is that they're using, right? So I don't know. My thing is, I feel like for her to go on this show, and I'm speaking of Shakyra, to go on the show, repeat something so personal. Number one, why is she even on the show like this if she's still in a healing process? I think we say that about somebody every season as well. But that's one concern, because I don't really know if she is really ready to go into another relationship, if she's still dealing with whatever was going on in her marriage. And then number two, once you tell a group of strangers, because these people are strangers to her, this is not a group of friends or good girlfriends that she's been betrayed by. you don't know any of these women like that unless you know them about town. I don't know. I'm assuming they all don't know each other because a lot of times these people already know each other. But anyway, I'm assuming that they don't know each other. Anything you're going to go and take to a group of strangers, you probably should not expect loyalty in the way in which she is expecting it from these other women. I also felt like she told Samson already about what happened, right? Did you guys get that feeling that they had maybe already had that conversation? So I don't know. It's possible Samson could have taken it back to one of the other men, and then somebody went to verify with Kaidan, right? I think Kaidan is the woman. This is all allegedly. I don't know who the other person is yet. I don't think we're going to know until Friday. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about stuff like that. Like, I can understand if she's upset if it was her real friends, if these were her real girlfriends. Like, you just met these women, you should not expect any loyalty or any, anyone to hold any secrets for you. And I feel like they probably, whoever she's referring to, probably felt like, well, she telling us that I'm a stranger, so she probably don't mind if we're talking about it to other people. But it also sounded like maybe there was some harassing or bullying, or I hate to use these words, but it's kind of coming off the way she's explaining, like maybe the person was kind of trying to bully her, right? Because Sharice, obviously people like Sharice is on here and she's a little more out with her personality, and the other women are not necessarily. But that doesn't mean that they're all sweet, nice women, right? It's kind of like I was saying with the whole Zadia crew. Like, that didn't make, just because all those other women were not out there as Camille, excuse me, they were not as out forward as Camille, do not mean that they were sweet, nice, and innocent women, okay? And then they were very quick to come at Zadia in that reunion, which was kind of like a sign as well. So that's just my point. For we don't know what's really going on, but I do feel like if you're going to put your information out there, you should expect people to do with it what they will. I feel like if it was a secret and you shouldn't have been telling anyone, you should have told whoever the guy is, I guess, that you're still dealing with stuff. Like I said, which also brings me to the question of why is she even on the show? And I understand this is just a TV show, and maybe that is the real reason that she's there. I also feel like that about a few other people, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. Do you think you're meeting a group of women for the first time? Would you go and even have a discussion like that in front of them with such personal information if you didn't want it repeated? Right? And then the cameras are there. People are probably thinking, oh, well, this is going to be on TV, because they don't know what's going to be on TV. You guys understand that. They're just giving them something to film, but nobody knows what the end result is going to look like until they see it. And so maybe she thought, well, this was going to be an open conversation anyway, right? Because they're filming us. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that, because I just feel like once she put the information out there, you should expect people to kind of spread it or to move it around or do with it what they will, especially if she says something to Samson as well, because Samson could have mentioned it to one of the other women as well, right? Or one of the other guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And because I feel like these people, at some point, the women are all going to say, well, who do you like, girl? Right? And then the guys are going to do the same thing. I think that so-and-so she's the person. I feel like Kayla is the person. And it looks as if Kaidan and Swasey are, I guess, a couple for real. I'm going to put the video at the end of this. Let me know what y'all think about this conversation, however, and I'll see you guys in the next video.